pretty quick probe probably to block that hatch.
Yeah, immediate probe. I think you're right, Artosis, to come out here and try to prevent the hatchery from being planted. Now, that should signal to us and to Dark as well that there's going to be a follow-up play with this from Classic, maybe to try to punish a hatchery that's a little bit further out.
Well, what is this drone coming out from Dark? That's
the fact that the drone comes out and spots the probe immediately makes me wonder if Dark already has some other kind of plan going on here.
He might. We might just see him throw down an offensive hatchery. That's what it actually looks like, to be honest.
I can't imagine why else you'd send a drone out at that point in time.
Right, right.
Well, he's going to try to plant this here, but absolutely with that.
Oh! Ah! Look at the mind game level already! This is so crazy to me.
Well, he can't get the plant off now.
No.
So Dark's already in actually a terrible spot here to start things off.
This kid wants to offensive hatchery so bad, and he just can't get it off.
Okay, so he just now gets his second hatchery, which is planted right at about the 9 o'clock position here on the map.
My God. I can't even believe what we're already seeing in game number 1. This is fantastic. Like, we see exactly what Classic has in store here. It's a second Stargate. He's going to be going 2 Stargate Phoenixes, but a Nydus coming up against it, and it feels like that's a very good strategy, right? Because you're sitting there with a bunch of Phoenixes, and you're going to be playing against Masslings and Queens. And do Phoenixes beat that? Last I checked, no.
I'm sorry, was the second Stargate ever scouted?
No.
Okay. So this is a blind response to this, but I guess...
No, it was not.
Oh, okay, it was not.
It was not.
So I think this is a smart blind response because they're either going to be doing this or taking a third. Either way, a Nydus into the main is an ample time to try to come in here and attack it. I got to say, Classic neglecting some parts of the vision of his main means this attack sprung on him should catch him off guard.
Well, even if he saw it, he didn't have enough time to react to this. His units are out on the map and everything. So obviously this looks pretty rough. He's warping as many depths as he can. Look at this, Spores starting to go down as well. A beautiful move here from Dark.
So this is a really good pressure play on the second base while he actually tries to rot out the main. You know, the Phoenixes are going to be completely useless once these Spores begin to come up, as long as there are enough Queens and Adepts. And Adepts are not great against Ling Queen if they actually have to fight. They're great when they're trying to kill drones, and the Ling Queen is trying to get him. But this is a different fight. And here comes a second Nydus. Oh, not for long, I think, but it's being made.
Throws out a shield battery. We'll see if he can deal with this overall. The Spores are up. They're walking forward right now. He has that tumor down to help push the creep as well.
I love the second Nydus eating through the energy on the Oracle. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was nice.
The Oracle is probably the only good response to the Zerglings anyways, so this is pretty sick.
Well, look, he's putting some damage out. Like, Classic is being like very, very careful with how quickly he's pushing into this, right? Sometimes people will just attack into what's come out of the Nydus to try to clear it as quickly as possible because they know more reinforcements will come, but he's chewing through Queen energy reasonably well with these Adepts. That double Spore, though, is like a heartbreaker for these Phoenixes.
Yeah, well, the Phoenixes are just not very useful, and especially with this many Queens here as well. The Stalkers are the only thing that can... Oh, hold on a second. We got more Lings coming up. And again, I mean, Protoss has to keep the main alive here.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Zerg's not investing anything economically, so what you see from Zerg is what you get as well.
Yeah, he's only on 33 workers,
but
so...
The core of infrastructure is here in the main for Protoss. So if Zerg wins the main, Zerg wins the game. And there's only one sentry, right? So, I mean, that's not enough force field to stop this many Banelings.
Yeah, these Banelings are looking just brutal right now. A great move there by Dark. Oh my God, the Banelings. They are doing so well right now.
Wow. Is that game? I think he just won it.
It feels like it. There's very little left here for Classic. I'm not sure exactly how much energy is left on these Phoenixes, but this is a tough one. He has almost no ground units left, just a few Stalkers, but the Lings are almost all clean.
The Immortal is still, well, not for long. The Immortal's finally taken out. The problem is there's so many more Lings coming in here. You know, these Queens, the transfuses are running low, but the sustain that was given with those transfuses should be enough to get a closer here. I mean, again, I think even most of these shield batteries are almost out of energy, right? Another Nydus about to pop in here. That'll isolate any rallies from the robotics facility.
My God. Dark just with such a powerful play here against the 2 Stargate Phoenix. I feel like Classic definitely did as best he could. I think he stayed alive longer than I thought he would. As soon as I saw the build, I thought, oh man, this is not going to go well, but he kind of has held on for a while here.
Again, another Nydus coming out here. Now see how the Lings are going to come out. Oh, they were actually supposed to body block the Immortal that was going to meet up with the rest of the army. Instead, those things are going to come in here and try to target down this last Immortal. Now we have a recall coming in here, I believe. Wait, what's coming?
Immortal?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
I was looking for that. I'm here, everybody.
Yeah. Gosh.
Wow.
These Ling,
I actually
Ling
thought
Queen Nyduses are so funny because they come so low drone, and it looks like they're going to totally overwhelm, and then the Protoss will just barely live. And I just,
well, you know, Immortals and shield batteries are something else, Artosis. Now, it's not done yet. Actually, perfect force fields there. I think it was about 4 or 5 Banes that didn't really do any damage.
but look how many Queens are just sitting here right now.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. If you watch the production tab, he's not stopped making Queens.
This many Queens attacking, it's almost like the Wings of Liberty beta, you know, when they were quick off creep.
Right.
It's crazy. They're just so powerful in this battle. They're just never, ever dying, and the mana just keeps coming back. The amount of transfusions that we've seen is madness. By the way, one Bane just hit the probes of the natural, so if he gets another one down there, that is going to be really, really painful.
Okay, again, it's the 3 Immortals versus the world right now. Now, Lings are the... Oh, God, he needs to get those Lings over where those Immortals are. Another Nydus is coming in here.
Oh, more Banes coming down here as well. The surface area for these Lings is so poor. Like, great placement by Classic. And look at that. Every time the Hardened Shields come back up, they do so much work taking in that damage.
Okay, it looks like one of these Immortals should... Oh, my God, it's still alive. Finally takes that out with the targeting from the Queen. But 3 Immortals against these Queens, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as the shields come back, it's a pretty big deal. I can't even believe what I'm seeing here.
Dark has flubbed his micro a couple times, not to be too critical, but there's been moments where all the Queens are blocking the Lings for even a few seconds, which really those Zerglings need to get in there right away. The Zerglings are supposed to tank the damage and absorb all of these shots. Oh my God, 169 Lings have been killed so far.
That's quite a few Lings. Don't forget though, Tasteless, 2 come out of an egg, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Look at this, just between the surface area, the Hardened Shields, the shield batteries, the Immortals have done a lot of work. He does lose one of them.
You know, by the way, one big picture thing is that Nexus is starting to run out of health. So it's at the point in time where Classic can't just use that for cover, because eventually that Nexus is going to go down, which is why you see him fighting out in the front. And now this is the moment where I think the game might actually be turned on its head.
Seems that way. All the Immortals falling.
GG.
Wow, what a game. That was a very prolonged...